Welcome in Livingston Academy, the site of the District 7 3A Baseball Championship game as the Livingston Academy Wildcats welcome in the 5-seeded Cumberland County Jets. I'm Noah McKay on the call, joined by Jacob Vincent. Cameron Hughes producing things for us here this afternoon in Hogeye Country. A noon start time in this championship game between the Wildcats and the Jets. It is the lowest possible combination of seeds. When we entered this tournament, we said anybody could win it, and anybody still could win it as the Wildcats face off with the Jets for a district title.
And it's going to be a fun one, and it has been fun all week long between these 4 teams and 5 teams, I guess. It started in the playing game with Cumberland County and Stone Memorial, and then the Jets get the sweep against the Bees the next couple of nights. And then for Livingston Academy, they do the same thing against White County with a very good win last night, 6-5, as they got to run across in the bottom of the 6th. And so it's going to be 2 teams that are playing their best baseball right now at this point in the season. Going to see what they can do here in this championship ball game. And on the other side, you win this game, you're going to play the winner of Watertown and DeKalb County. You lose this game, you're going to be playing Macon County in the first game of the region tournament.
Macon County wins the district championship on the other side in Region 4 3A. Watertown entered that as a pretty heavy favorite, but as we've seen in this tournament, anything can happen. Corbin Burns is the right-hander on the mound today for Livingston Academy. He's going to face off against Titus Ostrander. We'll go through the lineups momentarily, but we are underway in this championship game as the breaking ball misses inside. Following up Ostrander will be Kellen Burnett. He'll be followed up by Eli Gloop. Rylan Burnett bats cleanup today with Isaiah Shelton out for Cumberland County. Caleb Hahn bats 5th. Jake Christopher in the 6th spot as Ostrander sees that one miss upstairs. Schaefer Sitton is pitching for the Jets. He'll bat 7th, followed up by Tanner Pauley in the 8th spot. Asher Mifflin gets the bat in the 9-hole today for Cumberland County. Burns delivers the 2-0. Ostrander sends this one high into the air, into center field. Ranging back and adjusting to make the catch is Ethan Westmoreland for the game's first out.
It felt very similar to how the game started yesterday against White County as Cole Gentry was able to put it out to center field. That time Westmoreland able to get underneath it after getting turned around a couple of times. But Burns on the mound, he was really solid his last time out. He pitched on Friday the 24th against York in a start. He went all 7 innings, only allowed 3 hits and 1 run. It was unearned. He walked 1 batter and struck out 8. He only threw 78 pitches in that outing on Friday.
First pitch swinging here for Kellen Burnett as he'll send this one out of play, and he had a sensational performance in their Game 2 victory when they swept the regular season district champion Upperman Bees. First time Upperman's not in this game in 6 seasons, and it's because Cumberland County swept them as that one misses up and in. The Jets have used just 3 pitchers in this tournament in 3 games. That gives them an opportunity today with still 2 arms in their back pocket. Kellen Burnett is one who is unavailable on that pitch count as the breaking ball not quite there for Burns, and it's 2-1.
And Livingston Academy's feeling the same way. They've only used 2 pitchers in their 2 games so far, so Burns is that 3rd guy. They feel pretty good with what they still have in the pen.
The 2-1 coming. This one waved at and missed. That one a little bit above the waist, and Burnett went after it. It's 2-2.
Just a gorgeous day for baseball today. Wind blowing out towards right field again here at Livingston Academy.
2-2 coming home. That one is swung on, fouled back, and we'll do it again. Decent battle developing here between Burnett and Burns. I've got a buzzing in my ear that's going to make me commit a war crime if I don't get that out. Here comes the 2-2 home. That one hits him in the back of the helmet. We saw that yesterday with one of the Wildcats. This time it's Kellen Burnett who will take his first base runner of the game comes on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, anyway aboard, and they're able to get that first base runner on in Burnett. And here comes Eli Gloop. Man, he has been so clutch here so far this week. He was able to get on base in that 8th inning against Upperman on Thursday, was plated by Isaiah Shelton all the way from first base as he was able to turn on the Jets. And he had a big show of emotion afterwards. And how about the outing that he had against Stone Memorial in the play-in game back on Tuesday to keep their season alive, all 120 pitches as well.
Gloop climbs in as Burns goes out of the stretch for the first time. That one foul tip back, and it's 0-1. Having this game at noon, prom festivities later on tonight. So we'll get it out of the way. Somebody will win a championship. Both teams advance on. Region tournament not going to start till Friday, so they've got several days away. Next up for us, Tigerettes softball. Monday night at Paris Park. Death Taxes and Gordonsville winning their district. Leaning off of first is Burnett. Here comes the 0-1.
Be a little bit tougher this year for him.
That one bounces in, and Kellen Burnett takes off towards second, and the throw is airmail. Burnett now going to be held up there where he will stay on the stolen base. And I meant in the regular season, but the postseason as well has held true for the most part for Gordonsville. Behind the dish today is Brody Threet. Over at first is Ben Threet. The second baseman is Brody Walker. At short, it's Drew Goolsby, who was great yesterday on the mound, the hero late as well with the run scored. And the third baseman is Sawyer McBride, the 1-1. That one dots up the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Out in left field is Nathan Raines. The right fielder is Elijah Taylor, and Ethan Westmoreland, quarterback center for Livingston Academy. Burns ahead 1-2 here of Eli Gloop, who'll have to battle in. This one chopped over, ranging up from second. Going to be a tough play, and it'll eat him up. And now a big turnaround third. Throw home. Pretty good tag, but they say he is safe. That was way closer than it looked like it was going to be on the throw home. It was right to where he could tag the heel on the way through, but the run does score. Cumberland County strikes first with some aggressive base running. Going to score that one, the E4. Eli Gloop safe at first. And here's Rylan Burnett now trying to add on.
That had no right to be that close. Drew Goolsby backing it up over on that second base side, and he put that throw in the perfect spot. Tag was applied, and it was really close.
Good bunt down. Ranging back is Threet. He's able to go up and make the throw in time for out number 2. The sacrifice bunt moves a runner into scoring position now for Cumberland County, who leads 1-0. That was... it looked easy run coming across, and then all of a sudden the throw was right there, and the tag was in a perfect spot, but our home plate umpire says just not quite in time.
Yeah, I think he just barely got the tag and that head-first slide, and that's what Cumberland County has done all week long. They've been opportunistic, and they've been able to take advantage when they've had the opportunities and able to get that first run across on the error.
And that breaking ball is missed in a few times. Already hit one batter as Caleb Hahn ducks out of the way of it, and it's a 1-0 count. And let's just call a spade here. Watertown not winning that district on the other side absolutely changes the complexion as the 1-0 is fouled back. Not only does it show that Watertown is mortal, it also says the winner of this game maybe isn't in the greatest position in the world when it comes to the region tournament. We saw that in the girls' basketball side of things this year.
Yep.
Just a couple of months ago, and that is a great pitch for Burns as Hahn kind of turned out of the way thinking it may hit him, and it dove back into the zone. And now again, Corbin Burns is ahead 1-2 as he tries to hunker down with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. He glances back and now delivers home. Breaking ball misses up, and then deuces, 2-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, if you win this, you're going to be playing the winner of DeKalb County and Watertown. Those two will be playing at 2 today for the 2 seed in that district. If you lose, you're going to take on a Macon County team that feels like a very winnable ball game.
The 2-2 fastball fouled back. Good battle developing here between Caleb Hahn and Corbin Burns.
It'll be at Macon County with them winning the district. They beat DeKalb County yesterday 5-0. As their district tournament is very similar to how the region tournament is set up. You win a semifinal, you win the championship, and you're done. Whereas you'll have to play for the 2 seed.
2-2, swung on and missed, and a big show of emotion for Corbin Burns on the Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of 1 in a 1-0 ball game. Coverage presented by Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance and Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UC Art Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here in Livingston. Schaefer sitting on the mound today for Cumberland County. He's going to face a Livingston Academy lineup that's 17-8 on the season. They're the 3 seed in this tournament, and they bat 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the pitcher, Corbin Burns. He'll be followed up by the shortstop, Drew Goolsby. Batting third, the catcher, Brody Threet. And the cleanup spot is the center fielder, Ethan Westmoreland. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Sawyer McBride. He'll be followed up by the first baseman, Ben Threet. Lower third of the order, the right fielder, Elijah Taylor. In the 8th spot is the left fielder, Nathan Raines. And rounding out the starting 9 is the second baseman, Brody Walker.
And Schaefer sitting on the mound his last time out was really solid. He went 8 1/3 his last time out against Kingston on Thursday last week. It ended up being a 3-1 loss in extras in 9 innings. But in 8 1/3 innings, he gave up 5 hits, 3 runs. Only 1 was earned. He did walk 4 batters and struck out 4 and threw 118 pitches for 75 strikes.
Corbin Burns climbs in. He's in a 1-0 hole on the other side, and he'll come up empty on the first pitch of the game, 0-1. It was a bang-bang play at home, but ultimately the runner that was hit by a pitch comes around to score with an error mixed in. Here comes the 0-1. That is right down Main Street, and quickly 0-2 for Schaefer sitting.
It's a really good two-seam. Tails right back towards the middle of the plate. Kind of starts it on the outside half.
Sitting, working quickly the 0-2. Took something off of that one. Can't quite find the zone, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corbin Burns. Livingston has shown an ability to strike in big numbers in a hurry this entire season. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses upstairs, and count evens up.
And the Jets will have mentioned who they have available. Sitting obviously starting. You can also go to Ryland Burnett, who's over at third base.
This is the 2-2. Fastball, chop foul. We'll do it again.
It's got some really good late movement on it. About midway to the plate, it starts to break back towards that right-handed batter's box on the two-seam.
Both of these teams have had very good pitching so far in this tournament, getting deeper and deeper in the rotations today. The 2-2, chop foul. Let's do it again.
It's good AB to start it off here for Burns.
And he went down 0-2 quickly and then saw a couple by him, fouled off the last 2 that he's seen. They want to make Schaefer sit and work today. Here's the 2-2 pitch again. That one bounces in. Blocked up by Eli Gloop, and we run full 3-2.
And, of course, Burns, he had that show of emotion after getting out of the inning in the top half of the first. He's trying to parlay that here into the bottom half, and he has worked a full count.
Sitting with the 3-2 again. That one chopped foul. Great battle here.
And that's one where it's close enough on that outside edge. You got to at least get a piece of it to see another.
The 3-2 again. Payoff pitch.
My
Fouled off again.
Oh.
And that one clipped him. And I think it got him just above where the guard is on his shin. So that'll hobble you. And this AB has been going on for a while. You know, you could just look at his pitch count and it'd probably tell you it's the first AB.
9.
Yep, that'll do it. It's the 10th pitch of the
You're
AB
right.
coming up here next.
What would I do without you?
We may never know.
I got there.
Burns is all right. He climbs back in. Another payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he offer at it? No appeal. Ball 4 and a head down to first. A 10-pitch AB goes the way of Corbin Burns with a leadoff walk.
That's a heck of a start. You go behind 0-2. You foul off a ton of them. You work 10 pitches in the at-bat, and you're able to find your way down to first.
I'm surprised there's no appeal there.
Yeah.
On the check swing at the 3-2 count.
I think he held it off.
I do too, but I'm going to ask as Drew Goolsby climbs in with a runner at first. And a healthy lead for Burns. First pitch swing for Goolsby. Comes up empty on the fastball, and it's 0-1.
Looked like a late decision there by Goolsby to pull the trigger on that.
He's thrown that breaking ball a little bit early on, sitting with a quick check over. Nice move, but diving back in safely as Burns.
Yeah, you've got Gloop behind the plate, so you've got a pretty good battery and make it difficult to try to steal a bag. But you mentioned it, Burns is taking a good lead.
Glance over, here comes the 0-1. This one popped up, and Gloop gives it a look, has a shot at it. Does he make the catch? He does. Eli Gloop goes up against the net and makes the grab for out number 1.
I think he got some help from the net kind of holding him up. He did make the catch. He caught it before it caught the net, and that's a really nice job. We've seen that a couple of times in the last couple of nights here where it's close to the net, and the catcher's been able to make some nice plays.
And I think Gloop thought it was going to be out of play off the bat, and he turned around and went, whoa, and he threw the mask off, made a really nice play. Here comes Brody Threet. bowling alley must be closed. Young Holroyd's in the chat today. Leading off, another check over, diving back in safely is Burns. He's in the chat chirping, so, Sitting, slides home. That one misses upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0 to Brody Threet. It was a 10-pitch walk to lead off the game. Then that pop out and foul ground as Sitton tries to dot it up, just misses the spot, and it's 2-0.
And Sitton's been in the zone. I mean, he's been able to get ahead, obviously, on Burns. He gets the pop out on the foul ball there. Just behind here.
It's the first batter he's behind early in the count, the 2-0. That one low, blocked up by Eli Gloop, and it's 3-0. He does catch the balls and strikes. Jake Christopher gets the start at first today. Over at second is Caleb Hahn. The third baseman's Rylan Burnett, and Kellen Burnett is the shortstop. Asher Mifflin's in left, Tanner Pauley in right, and Titus Ostrander, quarterback center. That one misses low and in. Ball 4, second walk of the inning for Livingston Academy. Brody Threet heads down to first. Burns goes into scoring position, and the ever-dangerous Ethan Westmoreland has an opportunity to tie or take the lead in a hurry as there's a quick visit between Gloop and Sitton to try and get things settled down.
Well, we saw the Jets have Titus Ostrander go on the mound against the Bees on Wednesday, and he walked 4 batters in that first inning. Only 1 run came across in that inning for the Bees. It worked out for him. He ended up finishing the ball game, went all 7 innings in that contest. So the Jets know that they're okay when they get runners on. They've been able to get out of these jams.
Sitton with a glance back towards second. Now he'll deliver in, and a good bounce-back fastball across at the knees to Westmoreland, and it's 0-1. Ethan Westmoreland had the huge game in Game 1 at Sparta. Got the victory on the mound as well. He's just a really, really solid player for Livingston Academy here in the cleanup spot. The 0-1. And he chases the high cheese with that one. That's been the best pitch for Schaefer Sitton up in the zone, and it's 0-2.
It's good. Good way to work back as well after walking a couple of batters in the inning. You're able to get ahead, and now you can kind of go anywhere. Still need a good one, though, with 1 out.
Sawyer McBride on deck. Schaefer Sitton looking for out number 2. The 0-2. That one. Pretty good pitch and a good take by Westmoreland. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's good on good right there. He started on the outside half, breaks off the plate. It's a great take by Westmoreland.
Beautiful day for baseball. Right about 60 degrees. Very sporadic clouds. It is a little breezy out there, nothing too significant as this one's waved at and missed, and a big strikeout for Schaefer Sitton, his first, and now he's threatening to get out of the jam. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Sawyer McBride.
And Sitton did a really good job, worked away, and then comes inside with that 2-seamer and just couldn't catch up to it was Westmoreland. Now you get that second out of the inning, you've got a force out anywhere, and you can just focus on the batter.
Sawyer McBride climbs in here. He's got runners at first and second. Each of them walked, mixed in with a pop-out, and now the strikeout. Sitton's first pitch misses out for ball 1. And really for Cumberland County, it's the 2 arms. It's Sitton and Burnett, and then that's about all that they've got routinely. And Livingston would love to put that theory to the test today if they can get deep into this outing. The 1-0, that one gets the call on the outside corner as McBride lays off.
Livingston feels like they have the advantage there, but obviously it doesn't matter if you can't get the bats going and get into that bullpen.
No base hits in this inning, but 2 walks have runners at first and second. Sitting with a look in, heading on, now will deliver. This one chopped, going to be a fairly tough play. Burnett comes up to field from third, throws across the infield in time to retire the side. That's nicely done by the aforementioned Rylan Burnett. 2 runners left on for Livingston Academy as we head to the second. It's 1-0 in the District 7 3A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to serve our community. Christy Key, Nate Neely, and Corey Nard are your local auto, home, and life insurance experts. Whatever your insurance need, they will work to find you the best solution. Visit them at 7486 Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston or call them at 931-823-1322. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to present Livingston Academy Athletics all year long on UCR for over 5 years.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear the
Hamanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Jake Christopher, Schaefer Sitton, Tanner Pauley. 6-7-8 due up in this half inning. Corbin Burns back to work. His lead remains, or his deficit, I should say, remains at 1-0. Livingston threatened. 2 walks, 1 out. Runners at first and second, nobody home. Schaefer Sitton got the strikeout and the ground out to retire the side, and it is the visitors still with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and Rylan Burnett, a nice throw across the infield. We've seen him a lot this week, obviously against the Bees earlier this week, and every time he's been tested over a third, he has lived up to it. It's not the fastest motion in the world over to first base, but he makes a great throw every single time. Doesn't make mistakes, and another good throw to get out of the inning there and strand 2 runners.
Three just lasered
that. He's got it.
That final warm-up pitch back to second. I mean, that one was zipped in. Jake Christopher climbs in. We mentioned no Isaiah Shelton in the order today. They do expect him back in the region tournament. As Corbin Burns' first pitch of the inning is waved at and missed, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a big loss in the lineup, not having Shelton, who was great against the Bees and against Stowe Memorial this week.
Burns with the 0-1. Christopher able to lay off that one as it misses upstairs. Mentioned the breeze. It's blowing straight out in what plays is a very small ballpark in the corners. It's deep into the center field with that wall, but everything else, we've seen home runs already in this park yesterday. The big one for White County. Livingston able to overcome it as Christopher waves and misses at that one, and it's 1-2.
He's choking way up on the bat here.
Burns takes a deep breath and delivers that one and spiked just near the beginning of the dirt.
Does he have Mr. Red on the back of his helmet? I'm 99% sure he does. That's incredible.
These are the things Jacob Vincent
notices. That's awesome.
2-2. Last 2 haven't come out clean for Corbin Burns. You know, didn't move the needle if anybody cared about the Reds. All I know is the Braves erased like a 4-0 deficit last night. It was really cool.
Reds didn't. They can't beat the Pirates.
3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Corbin Burns now has back-to-back Livingston Regional Hospital strikeouts, both swinging. As we'll head down to the 7th spot in the order for Cumberland County, it's Schaefer Sitton.
That's a good job with Christopher at the plate. He's kind of the taller, lankier guy in that right-handed batter's box, and that back foot comes out when he swings, so it's going to make it super difficult to catch the outside half, and that's where Burns was going with it every time.
Burns delivers in. That one check swing. He offered at it, and a pitch that bounced a good 4 feet in front of the plate. It's 0-1.
That means they're guessing at the plate right now. They're not seeing it well out of the hand of Burns, so you know you've got the advantage, and go right back to it if you wanted to.
Sitting just with a little head nod. He tried to lay off of it, but it was too late. Here comes the 0-1 from Burns. Through that breaking ball, and that is a great one. After spiking the last one, he puts that one in a perfect spot, and it's 0-2.
And now if you're sitting, you have absolutely no clue what you're going to get here.
Burns immediately back on the rubber. He's ready to go. The 0-2 to Sitton. He ripped that breaking ball off again. This time Sitton able to lay off.
Putting a lot of trust in Threed. Obviously nobody on. It doesn't matter, but throwing that in the other batter's box, he's able to keep it in front.
Good catchers in this game. Good catchers in this district. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball. That one misses up right on cue. Able to get back to the backstop, and it's 2-2.
Goose is out here. Over in the dugout off to the right. Whole crew of UCR here today.
Did he intentionally match the Jets?
No, he's got the UCR polo on.
As this one is fouled back, it's just the exact same. Sent up into the air. This is going to drop in foul territory. A look from first and right.
A little bit different shade of blue, but pretty similar.
It's a battle now at 2-2 between Schaefer Sitton and Corbin Burns.
And Burns, he was able to get some of that momentum going to end that first inning, get the strikeout to get out of the inning. He was able to work the 10-pitch walk. So he's feeling pretty good right now.
The 2-2. Breaking ball. This one chopped over towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw across the infield is in time. Bang, bang play. But Drew Goolsby able to make the throw for out number 2.
And that feels good for Livingston Academy. Struggled with a couple of those yesterday against White County. Back up the middle. Get that first easy one across in the second out of the inning. And Burns trying to go clean through here in the second.
Here's Tanner Pauley climbing in, the right fielder. Been batting ninth today. He moves up into the 8th spot with Shelton out as the first pitch bounces just behind the plate, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he and Mifflin both in the lineup today. They'd kind of been switching off with the DH in there for the most of this week.
Burns trying to work a 1-2-3 second inning. That one misses out. It's 2-0. Burns has had some that have missed pretty badly and others that have been perfect, but some of that effectively wild to this point. Here's the 2-0. And right on cue, he'll fire that one in, and it's 2-1. It's a good pitch.
Yeah, it is. He was able to kind of locate it a little bit better that time. And that's the thing, his misses haven't been bad. He's trying to hit some good spots with them. They're just a little bit off.
2-1. Swung on and missed again. Deuce is wild, 2-2 with 2 outs. 1-0 Cumberland County with the lead. They struck on a hit by pitch and error in the first. Here's the 2-2. This one chopped, more work for Goolsby. Ranges to his left, fields cleanly, throws in time to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcat defense. We'll head to the bottom of 2 here at Pat Swallows Field. It's the District 7 3A Championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
A reputation is built on results. At Upper Cumberland Commercial, our client's success is our greatest portfolio. Whether you're selling for a premium or leasing to the perfect tenant, we make the market work for you. And we stay long after the deal is done, providing the expert management your investment deserves. Upper Cumberland Commercial. Process, precision, performance. Give us a call today at 931-284-9098.
As we head to the bottom of the second inning, it's 6-7-8. Threet, Taylor, and Raines due up for Livingston Academy. Both these teams are going to play in the Region 4 3A tournament. That tournament going to be held at Macon County in Lafayette as the Tigers win that district tournament and see who will join them. Watertown and DeKalb County. DeKalb County got no hit by Watertown their last time out, and they beat them 1-0. So you never know what could happen. Watertown has state championship aspirations, but their back's against the wall today. And that is the beauty of the postseason. You have a couple of bad games, and you're at the house. Ben Threet climbs in against Schaefer Sitton. First pitch of the inning, a little swing. Fouled back and out of play. For Sitton, he walked a couple in his first inning, but got a pop-out, ground-out, and a strikeout to strand them both on the base paths.
And he did not land well there on that plant. He kind of slipped up, falling away towards the first base side.
Here comes the 0-1. That one misses up. Schaefer Sitton, obviously, is a tall kid. He's got long legs, and he's nearly off the mound by the time he plants on his way through. A really good athlete, great basketball player for a Cumberland County team that made sub-state. Here's that one as it misses up and in, and it's 2-1.
Mentioned that Watertown team that lost to DeKalb County to start the district tournament. Beat him in the regular season, 12-1 and 7-2.
That one misses in, and all of a sudden, Threet is ahead as Sitton tries to avoid his third walk issued already. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sitton delivers home. And gets that one on the outside corner, and we run full.
Just had 4 of them against Kingston the other day on last Thursday, and 8 in the third, which is just crazy.
Full count, second full count of the game so far for Schaefer Sitton. The last one ended with a walk as part of that 10-pitch AB with Corbin Burns. The payoff pitch. Strike 3. Went right back to the outside corner and gets the punch out for out number 1. And Threet kind of stared down the home plate umpire. I don't believe Keith Dyer cared at all about that.
Kind of the wry smile, like, come on.
He went right back to the same spot, maybe a couple inches further off, and that's too close to take. Strike 3 is here comes Elijah Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. They may have missed outside, but it's close enough where you at least got to offer at it and foul it off.
Sitton absolutely hit his spot with that one, and now throwing with confidence as it's 0-1.
Yeah, and if you're going to hit your spot, more times than not, you can get that call.
Sitton with the 0-1. That time Missed the spot, low and out, and it's 1-1.
And then that's the difference right there. He was trying to go inside, but missed. That was pretty much the same exact spot, but he missed his spot, and it did miss.
1-1 from Sitton. This one popped a mile foul out of play, and it's 1-2. That's the second punch out for Schaefer Sitton. And we've got a good one starting to develop here in Livingston. The 1-2. This one rolled over. More work at short. Burnett to it. Has to make an accurate throw. Bang, bang play in time to retire Elijah Taylor, who was booking it down the line, but no problem over there at short as Kellen Burnett makes the play.
It's a really good play. He was able to field it cleanly and quickly get it into the throwing hand for a good throw to retire Taylor.
Here's Nathan Raines climbing in for his first AB. Schaefer Sitton trying to match what happened in the top half and put a 1-2-3 inning on the board in the same part of the order. 6-7-8 as that one is waved at and missed, and it's 0-1.
The difference was just the hit by pitch. That came around to score, their only run so far.
0-1, a little bit up and in there as it leans Raines off the plate. I want to thank the Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance for being with us again. They present Livingston Academy Athletics all year long, 4 years here at UCR, as that one misses outside for ball 2. All your insurance needs here in Overton County. Go and visit them. We can see their office from where we sit here in the press box. Here comes the 2-1. Good pitch, outside corner. It's 2-2. Raines going to have to battle here. 2-2 with 2 down. Sitton delivers home. Just foul tip to stay in it.
I love having quick workers on the mound.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Just let's move this thing along on a Saturday.
It's wonderful.
People got prom tonight.
I got nothing to do after.
Here's the 2-2. This one is sent high into the air into left field. Under it, in left, and making the catch for out number 3. But attention on Nathan Raines, who came out of the box hobbled. And he is in some noticeable discomfort holding the upper side of his left arm. Hopefully Raines is okay. That will retire this side as Schaefer Sitton works a 1-2-3 second. We'll head to the third. Coverage presented by Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance and Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
We head to the third inning here as Corbin Burns is on the mound, and Livingston does not have a left fielder right now. Nathan Raines being tended to by Chad Crane, the athletic trainer, and they were doing a lot with his shoulder, and I think he may come back into this game. Burns back to work, and he certainly is. Raines sprints out of the dugout here in inning number 3.
So the Jets will come back to the plate in the top of the third. 9-1-2 due up. It's Brody. 9-1-2 due up. It's Asher Mifflin, Titus Ostrander, and Kellen Burnett. Here against Corbin Burns on the mound. Burns went 1-2-3 in the second. A strikeout and a couple of ground outs to the left side of the infield. Mifflin playing left field today for the Jets, leading off here in the third in a 1-0 game in the District 7 3A championship as that one misses upstairs 1-0.
Both pitchers have had some misses, but they've been able to settle in and record outs, and game moving along at a good pace. We've got a great flow to this one as that one's across for a strike.
Yeah, we talked about it in that last half inning. Sitting working quickly on the mound, so is Burns. He's ready to go with the 1-1. Into the motion, brings it home. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Winner of this game, going on the road no matter what. Loser is 2. They'll go to the region tournament. The winner will take on the loser of DeKalb County and Watertown. The loser will take on Macon County. And that one misses just inside. 3 thought it was strike 3.
No, that's what we talked about. It was nowhere near where 3 was at, so it makes it look even more like a ball. I do think it was inside either way, but got to hit that spot.
2-2. Upstairs, count runs full.
When you're aligned outside and you have to bring your glove all the way back in to where you almost have to stand up to get it, it's going to be very tough to get it called strike 3.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the 9 batter in the lineup, Mifflin. Burns delivers. Swung on and missed. It's a Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Corbin Burns on the mound, and he's retired now 6 in a row.
Yeah, and he's pitching with some swag out there. He gets the strikeout, little flex, do a little lapping, get right back on the rubber, ready to go as faces a very tough set of bats led by Titus Ostrander.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Jets. Nobody on, 1 out. Titus Ostrander flew out to center his first time up. That's a good breaking ball, but it dips down a little bit low, and it's 1-0 here to Ostrander.
I think the dirt kicked up into the eyes behind the plate, so 3. Take a minute.
Mentioned it is breezy out there, blowing out towards that right field foul pole today. Kind of from the third base dugout, so across the field a little bit, but is blowing out towards right. Anything hit out that way is going to travel a good margin. Comes the 1-0 from Burns. That breaking ball catches the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's been a little sporadic with the control with the breaking ball, but when he's able to throw that, starting in on the hands and then dipping into the zone, it's just such an effective pitch.
Burns readies and delivers. That time he came in on the hands, got the swing, and it's 1-2 after the foul ball. One gone here in the top of the third, and a 1-2 count to the leadoff man in the lineup in Titus Ostrander. Burns delivers. Doesn't get the chase. 2-2. Able to work the pitch count up a little bit here through a couple of batters or the Jets here in the third. They're trying to get some base runners aboard. Just 2 so far. A hit by pitch and an error. Burns delivers the 2-2. It's downstairs, and the count runs full for a second straight batter. Got the strikeout to Mifflin to lead off the inning on a 3-2 count. He's got Ostrander at 3-2 again. Here's the payoff. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Got him looking at it. It's another Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Corbin Burns, and there's 2 down here in the third.
That spot's been there for both teams already, and you saw Livingston be frustrated with that. But go to that outside corner with 2 strikes is a tough pitch to get to, a tough one to locate, and Burns really feeling it out there. He's starting to stack up those Livingston Regional Hospital strikeouts.
Yeah, he's on the rubber, looking over the glove and ready to go against Kellen Burnett, who steps in, and he's across for strike 1 on the inside corner, 0-1 to the shortstop for the Jets.
And when you work with the pace that Burns is, you just want to throw another pitch. He's immediately into the motion.
The 0-1 swung on, right back to him. He'll throw to first, a little bit high, but 3's able to glove and step on the bag for the final out of the inning. A very quick 3 up, 3 down inning yet again for Corbin Burns. We enter the home half of the third. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Cumberland County Jets. They were able to scrape that 1 run across back in the first. Livingston coming back to the plate here in the bottom of 3. 9-1-2 up for them. Brody Walker, Corbin Burns, Andrew Goolsby against Schaefer sitting on the mound here in this District 7 3A championship. I'm Jacob Vincent. Noah McKay. Cameron Hughes is on camera today. So glad to have you along. Live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Also live on the NFHS Network. Our broadcast today presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and the Overton County Farm Bureau. Brody Walker leads it off, his first plate appearance today against Schaefer Sitton on the mound, who went 1-2-3 in the second.
Anytime both these pitchers are in this situation, you're going to face the top of the order into the third inning. That means you're starting to put together something strong. And a low-scoring affair so far. Two teams that have scored big innings at times in this district tournament throughout the season. We'll see if that changes things or if this is going to continue to be a pitcher's duel here on a Saturday.
Jets beat Stone Memorial 4-3 in the play-in game Tuesday night. A 7-3 winner against Upperman Wednesday night. There's a strike across, and it's 0-2 here to Walker. They got 4 runs, though, in the 7th to win that game 7-3.
It was a low scoring throughout that one until the 7th inning.
And then the extra inning victory, walk-off fashion Thursday night, 3-2. That one misses outside. 1-2 here to the second baseman for the Cats and Brody Walker.
Oh, Schaefer Sitton got 2 baseballs. Which one do you want?
Home plate umpire gave him one, and Eli Gloop rifled one back to him as well. Leadoff man here in the third for Livingston Academy. And the 1-2 from Sitton is squirted out to the right side, and that'll be down for a base hit. It's the first base hit of the ball game for either side.
It's a great piece of hitting. That one was in on the side, just able to flick it out. That time, you got the hands. It's tough to get your hands around on a pitch that's coming in on that quickly, and he's able to do so. Doesn't have to hit it too hard. Just flare it out into right, and a base runner for the first time in a long time here for Livingston Academy.
Yeah, since Brody threed back in the first on the walk. It's the first hit of the ball game for Livingston. The 9-batter aboard. Ground ball left side. Bobbled by Burnett. His only play is to first. It's a good throw, and they got him at first as Burns tried the head-first slide. Couldn't quite get there in time, and it's the first out of the inning. It does move Walker over to second base and into scoring position.
It's great effort there. Even if he had tried to turn to, if he would have, Burns would have been safe at first, but legging it out and your pitcher diving into the bag at first. This is a big spot for Livingston. You got your biggest bats coming up. You've got a runner in scoring position. That deficit has stayed at 1-0 for a while. You'd love to be able to eliminate it, if not take a lead right here, right now.
Goolsby popped out in foul territory to the catcher and Gloop his last time up. That's a great block by Gloop behind the plate. And the count 1-0 here on Goolsby at the plate. Runner at second is Walker. He singled, advanced on the ground ball by Burns. One out here in the third in a 1-0 ball game. Sitton delivers. Foul ball. It's 1-1. District 7 3A championship. Livingston a sweep against Sparta 8-2 and 6-5 last night. Livingston beat Cumberland County in the regular season 7-3 and 4-2. So 2 competitive games in the regular season. Here's the 1-1. That breaking ball dips outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That game last night was a great baseball
game. Was.
Really. I mean, 5-1, and then Sparta roars all the way back. Livingston answers with just heads-up base running by Drew Goolsby. It's a really good baseball game.
Sitting ready's on the mound and a 2-1 count to Goolsby. He delivers. Ground ball left side. Burnett jumps up, looks the runner back. The throw to first is a good one. Runner trying to get up to third. Throw comes in, and they got him. That is a great double play by the Jets to get out of the inning. And the Jets coming back to the plate in the fourth. They still lead 1-0. It's the 7 3A championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. How about a 5-3-5 inning-ending double play for the Jets in the field? They're back to the plate here in the top of the fourth. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Eli Gloop, Rylan Burnett, and Caleb Hahn. Wildcats had the leadoff base runner aboard in the third, but thrown out on a nice throw from Christopher. Back to Burnett at third base. To get out of the inning there in the bottom half of 3. It's still Corbin Burns on the mound. He's been solid. Both pitchers have been. There's been 1 hit in the ball game so far through 3 innings.
They've worked out of some trouble. That was a big double play turned by Cumberland County to keep that lead intact. They're looking for some insurance. That's been the comment. We've said that in every game they've played so far. Cumberland County's looking for insurance. They haven't gotten it, and in 2 of the 3 games, their opponent has taken the lead, then they've had to come back to get the win. We'll see if maybe 4th time's the charm where they can grow their lead sooner than the 7th or 8th inning of a baseball game.
Eli Gloop reached on an error to the right side of the infield his first time up. He leads it off here in the 4th. And the 1-0 on the way from Burns. Ground ball left side. That's a foul ball by just a couple of feet, and it's 1-1. The only thing we've seen hit out to the outfield today was the fly ball by Titus Ostrander to open up the ball game, and then the base hit by Brody Walker in the last inning. That's it.
Pitcher's duel through 3. No doubt about it. Straight up pitcher's duel.
There's the 1-1. And that one bounced way in front of the plate, and it's 2 balls and a strike here to Eli Gloop.
It's one of the interesting things about this because it has been a pitcher's duel, and both guys have had some pitches like that. There have been several, especially for Burns, that have just kind of spiked into the ground, but he has been able to be resilient and bounce back with the next pitch.
Burns has retired 8 batters in a row. This one sent in the air towards center and playable for Westmoreland. He's underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, right on cue, something hit into the outfield, but right at Westmoreland. And it just seems like the defenses are in control this game. It's just not super competitive at bats. You saw those early, but right now both teams, it just kind of feels like everybody coming up seems like they know they're going to get out. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of moxie at the plate.
1 gone in the inning. Burnett sends this one out towards right center, drifting and down. This one's getting all the way to the wall. Burnett into second. The throw just now coming in. He throws on the brakes. He'll have to dive back in. He's in there safely for a 1-out double here in the 4th.
Well, that'll help. That was a very competitive swing as he rips it over into the gap, and see if that momentum that we've seen wave through the Jets dugout at times this week can kind of regain itself here as they look for an insurance run as we head into the middle innings.
Westmoreland gave it a good try out there in center field, but the wind kind of helping it tail towards right center. Gets away from him and all the way to the wall. Burnett into second base and a runner in scoring position for the first time since back in the 1st. It's also the first hit of the ball game for the Jets here in the 4th. Burnett stands on second. Now Caleb Hahn at the plate. He's first pitch swinging right through for strike 1. Hahn, a strikeout victim his first time up. Trying to make something happen. Shows bunt, pops this one up and out of play, and it's quickly 0-2 here on the second baseman today for the Jets. Hahn's been all over the place defensively. He's been in left, he's been in center, he's been at second base so far this week defensively.
Utility guys, you can move around. It's a big asset for a coach, and Tyler Thompson, man, he's looking for a district title for the first time in his career. That would be a big one.
0-2, right down Broadway, called strike 3 for the second out of the inning. A big one there for Burns.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Hahn was expecting, but it clearly wasn't what came at him because that was a fastball right down the middle. A good pitch to hit. He lays off and right back with another Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout.
Second out of the inning, Jake Christopher now stepping to the plate. He struck out his first time up, 0 for 1 today. Runner on second base is Burnett as that one misses inside. Trying to see if they can't bring him home. Kellen Burnett has the only run of the game so far. He was hit by a pitch. He stole second and then scored on the error ground ball by Eli Gloop. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
He's had a lot of swing and miss stuff today, and the thing that can get you out of trouble with a leadoff double or a one-out double is strikeouts. And he got that strikeout, so now you can focus all your attention on home plate. An opportunity to get out of the jam.
1-1 from Burns. Just a little bit low, and the count now 2 balls and a strike here to the first baseman today for the Jets and Jake Christopher. And again, no Isaiah Shelton in the lineup. He is out today for the Jets. Had been a huge bat. He played at first base in this series as well, so far this week, I should say. Here's the 2-1. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2.
And he can throw it at any time, but he's really leaning on the fastball right now. We have not seen that breaking ball. It's spiked a few times, and so you want to be careful with that runner out there to not allow him to advance.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, breaking ball, just misses upstairs, and the count runs full here on Christopher.
Right, but that breaking ball starts up. Much less dangerous when it comes to getting behind the catcher. And now we'll see if he brings back the heater.
And they're going to look back to second. Nobody holding on. The runner in Burnett. Christopher's ready to go at the plate. A 3-2 count on him with 2 outs. Now he'll ask for time.
Yeah, I haven't seen that a lot with how fast Burns has been working. Let's see if that continues. Try to knock him off his rhythm out there.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Burns delivers. And fouled off. We'll do it again. Corbin Burns has 5 Livingston Regional Hospital strikeouts so far today through 3 2/3. Looking for number 6 to get out of the inning and strand a 1-out double at second. Christopher chokes up on the bat in the right-handed batter's box. The payoff. Swung on and missed. It is another Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Burns. He's got 6 on the day, and we head to the bottom of 4 in a 1-0 game that the Jets lead. It's the 7-3A championship presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Cumberland County Jets. It's the bottom of the 4th here in the District 7-3A championship between the Jets and the Wildcats at Pat Swallows Field in Livingston. The Wildcats back to the plate. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Brody Threet, Ethan Westmoreland, and Sawyer McBride against Schaefer Sitton on the mound. And Sitton has been clean so far. Just the 1 base hit allowed. That came back in the 3rd to Brody Walker. He got a couple of ground outs and an inning-ending double play to get out of the inning in that 3rd inning. First pitch in there to Threet, misses inside. It's 1-0. A walk to Threet, his first time up. Those were the 2 base runners back in the 1st. They were left stranded at 1st and 2nd, and that got him. That one was thrown behind him, just caught a piece of him. He makes his way down to first base.
Both pitchers have really struggled with their breaking ball in this game. That one, first pitch for Sitton, missed. Then he tried to go back in with the fastball and missed even further in. So sometimes that can lead to the getting timed up a little bit, especially 3rd time through the lineup, just the 2nd. But whoever can start pinpointing that breaking ball first is going to have a big advantage, because if you just have to lean fastball, eventually it's going to get timed up.
So runner at first now in 3. Ground ball left side. Burnett's got it. He throws to second, gets the out there. No throw to first. They get the lead out on the fielder's choice.
Very smart decision out at second for Hahn, because there was no chance he was going to be able to get that throw over to first, but they get the lead runner to trade places over at first, and a good bounce-back pitch for Schaefer Sitton after missing the first 2 pretty badly.
So 1 out in the inning, still a runner at first. Sawyer McBride will now step to the plate. He grounded out his first time up to Ryland Burnett. 1-0 lead for the Jets. They scored on the error back in the 1st. It's the only run in the ball game as that one misses outside. 1-0. There's only been 2 base hits. 1 for each side. McBride steps out. He'll step back in against Schaefer Sitton on the mound. Westmoreland takes his lead over at first and now takes a step back to the bag. Sitton delivers. That breaking ball picked behind the runner. They got him. Westmoreland got too far off the bag. Gloop, a good throw down. Christopher applies the tag, and it's the second out of the inning.
Great throw from Gloop behind the dish, and it's back-to-back innings with a base-running mistake for Livingston. They got too aggressive at the end of the last inning. It led to the double play that ended it that time. Really no point in being that far off the bag. A nice play again for Cumberland County.
And Gloop kind of looked at him the pitch before. That time he throws down, and it was perfect. That one misses outside. Now a 2-1 count to the batter and Sawyer McBride, but nobody on and 2 outs.
Cumberland County has been really good this week at capitalizing on mistakes by their opponents on the base paths.
2-1. Swung on, flared, shallow right field, giving chase, and not able to get there is Hahn as that one drops. Right fielder had a chance to come in and get it in Tanner Pauly. He doesn't call off Hahn, who was ranging out from his second base position, and it's going to drop for a base hit for Sawyer McBride.
I think Pauly absolutely could catch that one, but he laid off thinking Hahn was going to get there. He didn't. That's where you have the better view on it. You say, mine. You come in and make that catch, and the inning's over. See if Livingston can capitalize now on their opportunity.
So a 2-out base runner and Sawyer McBride. Second hit of the ball game for the Wildcats. Here comes Ben Threet, 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Swinging and a miss, and it's 0-1. Wildcats trying to get something going here in the fourth. They trail by a run. Beat the Jets twice in the regular season, 7-3 and 4-2. Here's an 0-1. Swung on, out towards left. The left fielder is underneath it, and he's got it for out number 3. Asher Mifflin makes the catch for the Jets. It's a 1-0 lead for Cumberland County through 4. The District 7 3A title game. You're watching it right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
1-0 lead for the Jets as we start the top of the fifth. 7-8-9-2 up for Cumberland County. Schaefer sitting. Tanner Pauly and Asher Mifflin here in the fifth. You good?
Are you?
I'm great.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A beautiful day for baseball here at Pat Swallows Field. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay, Cameron Hughes.
Most of the times I'm thankful for a press box. Right now, I'll be okay with a little open air.
You're the one that wanted the door shut.
No, the one a mile away? Yeah, okay. Anyway.
Schaefer Sitton leads it off. He's 0 for 1 with a ground down so far. He rips this one out towards right. That one drifting and down, and it gets away from the right fielder. He came in too hard on it. Sitton is into second. He's looking at 3, and he's going right past second base. Throw comes in. Goolsby throw to third, not in time. And it is going to be a leadoff triple. We're going single and an error in right. Okay, single and an error in right. A 2-base error as Schaefer Sitton is now 90 feet away from adding insurance for the Jets.
Yeah, that's one where I think on the Cumberland County game changer it's going to be a triple. On the Livingston game changer it's probably going to be a single and an error. But, you know, that was just overrun. And then over the glove in right field, and now all of a sudden a huge opportunity for a little bit of insurance for Cumberland County.
Infield in for Livingston Academy. Tanner Pauly at the plate. The right fielder for the Jets. He grounded out his first time up to Goolsby at short.
And this is where you have to have that strikeout stuff if you're Corbin Burns.
He was able to get the swing and foul tip there. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses outside. 1-1.
It's a great ambush swing by Schaefer Sitton. No settling into the inning. Immediately get something to hit, send it out into right, and then good things happen when you put it in play.
It did take a good bounce, but it should have been cut off out there in right. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Got all the way to the wall, and Sitton was running hard the whole time. As soon as he saw that get past, he was looking at 3. Comes the 1-2 from Burns. This is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Tanner Pauly.
That's a pretty good pitch. A tough take for Pauly, able to lay off and stay in it.
Sitton stands at third. Takes his lead in the 2-2. Misses outside. The count runs full.
And here you got to be cognizant of where you are in the lineup. You want to attack the 8-hole hitter. You do not want runners all over the place for Ostrander, who is looming in the hole.
Here comes the payoff. That one fouled off. Good AB work here by Tanner Pauly so far here in this 8 spot. Asher Mifflin in the on-deck circle. Titus Ostrander is in the hole for the Jets. Burns ready to go. Delivers the 3-2. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. A huge strikeout there for Burns, and it's the first out of the inning. Now 7 Livingston Regional Hospital strikeouts on the day.
Tried to hit that spot on 3 consecutive pitches. The last one, by far the best one, goes there, freezes the hitter. A big punch-out, like you said, for Corbin Burns.
Corbin Burns at 73 pitches right now with 1 out in the 5th. Bunt shown, pulled back, and it's a called strike. It's 0-1 to Asher Mifflin.
I haven't seen a lot of Tyler Thompson small ball in this tournament. Trying to break it out here in a big spot.
Infield in everywhere. Corners really in. Swinging away, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, if you're Corbin Burns, you get a swing like that, it's go time. I would expect the heater maybe a little bit up in the zone. Could definitely try to get that outside corner again if he wanted to.
Burns already has 1 strikeout. It was a balk, wasn't it?
No, he stepped off.
Okay. That'll be a ground ball and a foul ball. He stepped off with the right foot?
Yeah.
Okay. Just looked a little awkward.
It was. It was because behind the dish, he got told him to step off, so he just took kind of put his toe off the mound and then right back on the rubber.
He kind of stayed in the wind-up position. Comes the 0-2 from Burns. Breaking ball, it's a really good one. Good layoff by Mifflin. The count goes to 1-2.
Anything awkward on the mound, it looks like a balk, but that one he was stepping off.
Especially in a situation like this where
doubt.
you've got a runner at third. 1 gone in the inning, and the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It's back-to-back Livingston Regional Hospital strikeouts for Corbin Burns, and there are 2 outs.
Well, he gave up a double back in the last inning and then went strikeout. You have the runner at third to lead off the inning here. Strikeout. But maybe the toughest out in the ballpark to get now in Titus Ostrander.
0-2 with a fly out and a strikeout so far. 2 outs in the inning, and that first one misses outside to Ostrander. It's 1-0. Sitton led it off with the single that bounced over the head of the right fielder, and a 2-base error afterwards put him at third base. Back-to-back K's in the lineup. Now Ostrander at the plate, and the 1-0. Breaking ball, check swing, he went. It's 1-1.
And this is where you can throw a pitch like that as long as you don't want it to get that far away. But you've got the base empty for Ostrander. You don't want to make the huge mistake here. You get the punch out, great. But you've got a couple of bases out there where you don't have to put it right over the inner third of the plate where he can send it out of this park.
1-1 count here to Ostrander. Burns into the windup, delivers home. Another breaking ball misses outside. This is a backstop at Livingston Academy where you have to read it perfectly if you're at third base. And you've got a really good catcher behind the dish in Threet. 2 outs and a 2-1 count. Burns brings it home. It's fouled off, and it's 2-2.
If he gets this out, you're going to hear the roar that he gives out Corbin Burns on the mound in all good. I mean, it's going to be a big show of emotion if he can find a way to get this one.
High emotion all game long. Started in the first inning. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses, and the count runs full for the second time here in the inning. Sitton led it off with the single and then advancing over to third. Back-to-back K's in the inning. Here is the payoff. It bounces down low. Sitton is coming home. Throw, no play. And Cumberland County tacks on another.
We said you can go away. You don't have to put it right over the plate to Ostrander, but that one too far low and outside, and it took that right hop. We had a play yesterday where it took a similar hop left, and nobody could score. That time it's going away, and an easy time for Sitton to come across. That is a big insurance run here in the 5th inning.
Sitton read it well, and he scores. That is huge. So he comes home and makes it a 2-0 lead now in the 5th. Runner at first as well for Kellen Burnett. That one misses downstairs, and it's a 1-0. Burnett reached on a hit by pitch back in the first. He scored the first run of the game for Cumberland County. He grounded out 2 Burns on the mound, back in the third to end the inning. 2 gone here in the 5th. Runner goes. Great jump, and that one is going to be an easy stolen bag for Titus Ostrander.
And Burns now, he mentioned he's up over 80 pitches at this point. That control, we've seen him be effectively wild, but it's getting a little bit more wild with the misses. He's just got to find a way to hunker down here and get a couple of strikes across.
They've got some arms they can go to in the bullpen if needed. This ground ball hit hard left side. Goolsby to it. The throw on the run offline. Safe at first. It's an E6.
I think Goolsby had more time than he realized on that one as he ranged over. He had time to set and make the throw. Rushed it a little bit. It's offline, and all of a sudden, runners at the corners, and Gloop, who's been a gamer always, but especially this week, has an opportunity to really change this game and turn it from a tight one and to a lot more breathing room for his Jets.
Second error of the inning. And the Jets have 200 runs so far, and they lead 2-0. At the plate now is Eli Gloop with runners on the corners, and that's across for strike one. Eli Gloop was able to bring home Kellen Burnett his last time, back in the first on an error on a ground ball to the right side of the infield. He flew out to center his second time up. This one hit back up the middle, and the Jets tack on another. Burnett into second, and it's an RBI single for Eli Gloop and a 3-0 lead for the Jets.
Another great piece of hitting, ripped it right back where it came from, and that wave, that momentum wave that Cumberland County's had this entire week, it is back in that dugout, and we talked about the confidence or lack thereof in the ABs earlier. The confidence has returned for them here in this inning.
Trying to find the final out here in the 5th is Burns on the mound. He gets that one fouled off by Ryland Burnett, who doubled his last time up. He had a sac bunt back in the first.
No surprise that we haven't had a trip out to even have a discussion with Burns here. Just settle it in. It's still a 3-0 game. You're right there.
That one misses outside. The count 1-1. He was so close. He had 2 outs, back-to-back strikeouts. He had a 2-strike count on Titus Ostrander, and then issues the walk. It got away from 3 runs scored to make it 2-0. Reaching on the error was Burnett, and then the RBI single is now they're going to get him in a rundown. No, it goes into center field. Westmoreland just now to it, and the run will score. Another error in the field for Livingston Academy.
It was a great decision. Threet had the hesitation on the throw to second, caught the runner, should have been a rundown instead. The throw is low. It's 4-0, and now it is time for a mound visit, and we'll see if it's time for a change for Livingston.
So they will visit the mound as Coach Loftus will come out and have a chat with his infield. Kellen Burnett scores for the second time today. It is the third error in the inning for Livingston Academy in the field, and 3 runs have come across because of it. Burns is still out there with the baseball in his hand. Goolsby is not available. Westmoreland not available. Everybody else for Livingston Academy is. And it's going to stay with Burns for now with 2 outs here in the 5th. And Ryland Burnett at the plate with a 2-1 count now, just a runner at first. So we talked about insurance. They've tacked on 2 here in the 5th. And now if you're Schaefer sitting, you're feeling really good.
You're feeling great.
Coming back out on the mound.
I mean, you could throw completely free. Just 3 more sets of ABs guaranteed to Livingston. They can certainly erase this deficit, but what's got to stop for them is the bleeding. 2-out magic continuing here for Cumberland County. And now for Burns, it's just taking a deep breath and putting it back over the plate.
Yeah, that'll be a swing and a miss from Burnett. 2-2. There's 2 outs in the inning. All 3 runs have come across with 2 outs for the Jets here in the 5th. The 2-2 swung on and missed. It is a Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Burns. 9 on the day, but the damage done in the 5th. And now a 3-0 lead in the district title. Make it 4-0 lead in the district title game. You're watching it right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to serve our community. Christy Key, Nate Neely, and Corey Nard are your local auto, home, and life insurance experts. Whatever your insurance need, they will work to find you the best solution. Visit them at 7486 Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston or call them at 931-823-1322. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to present Livingston Academy Athletics all year long on UCR for over 5 years.
Well, the Wildcats will be looking for a quick answer here in the bottom half of 5 as 3 runs came across on 3 errors in the top half for the Jets. They now lead 4-0 in the District 7 3A title game. It's 7-8-9 due up for Livingston Academy. Elijah Taylor, Nathan Raines, and Brody Walker as we begin to get late in a hurry.
And if you're Schaefer sitting, you're thinking 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9 coming up. You've got to go 1, 2, 3. Not see the big bats until the 6th inning. For Livingston, one of these guys, 2 of these guys find a way on. All of a sudden, you're back in the game in a hurry. A 4-run deficit is far from insurmountable. Heck, last night we saw Sparta come back from a 4-run deficit on this field. Livingston's still in this game. They're going to have to find a way to start applying pressure offensively themselves. It's been a very sporadic scorecard so far for the Wildcats.
Wildcats led 5-1 yesterday against White County. White County tied it at 5 before a run coming across in the bottom of the 6th. From Drew Goolsby. There's a swing and miss by Taylor, and it's 0-1. Taylor grounded out to short his first time up, and he drills this one into the fence off to the left for a foul ball, and it's 0-2.
And if you're sitting, you can really lean on your fastball. The breaking ball really hasn't been there, but that may be the home run pitch where it can be sent out of here, but you're not in any big danger with a 4-0 lead. You can lean on that heater.
0-2. Breaking ball, kind of flared, almost caught by Burnett, but over the outstretched glove into left for the leadoff single. It was a heck of an effort by Burnett. I thought he brought it down, but it ends up being a single for Elijah Taylor.
If you think this game is over, you have not been paying attention this week to this tournament. That is a very good start for Taylor as he flares it into left and becomes a base runner. We'll see what the aggressiveness is on the base pass with plenty of speed for Taylor.
Nathan Raines at the plate, flew out to left his first time up. He's got a runner at first and nobody out here in the 5th. Swinging away on the first pitch and misses low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Schaefer sitting still on the mound for the Jets. Got the start. He's been great. Just the third base hit he's allowed so far today. That one misses outside. Good glove by Gloop to keep it in front, keep the runner at bay over at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of 5 after 3 runs came across for the Jets in the top half to take a 4-0 lead. Sitton delivers and gets across for strike 1.
And for Sitton, 63 pitches. So he is grooving, trying to become he's just the 4th pitcher of the week for Cumberland County, and he could stay just 4 pitchers used at the pace that he's on.
2-1. Called strike, 2-2.
It's a great pitch. Lower outside corner, you swing at it. All you're going to be able to do is flick it into right field. Maybe that's just a great pitch.
Sitton will look in with a 2-strike count to the batter in Raines. Runner at first and nobody out. The 2-2 upstairs on the elevated fastball, and the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And the way Gloop lined up, he was trying to get right back to that same corner, just missed it up.
Brody Walker in the on-deck circle, 1 for 1 with a single so far. 3-2 pitch, waved at, fouled back, and that caught Gloop. So they're going to try it again. Eli Gloop, he had the start on Tuesday. He threw 120 pitches, almost all 7 innings. They end up getting the win in the 7th as Titus Ostrander came in to close it out for 1 final out in the top of the 7th of that game.
He had
bottom of 7th.
Huge play in this game. That back pick was gigantic.
Yeah. He did. He was able to pick off Westmoreland back in that 4th inning for the second out of the inning. 3-2 count again coming up here for Raines. Here's the pitch. In the air, foul territory, right side, and just running out of room is Christopher. We talked about how the Jets have only used 3 pitchers so far. It was Gloop on Tuesday in the play-in game. Ostrander finished it off, but stayed under 25. He then pitched on Wednesday against the Bees in a start, went all 7. And then Kellen Burnett on Thursday went 8 in that one. 3-2. Called strike 3. It's another strikeout for Schaefer sitting on the mound, and did he just get tossed?
He did.
Nathan Raines just got tossed out of this game.
He said something on his way to the dugout, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was a strike. It was a really good pitch. I'm not sure what the beef was, but he said something on his way out, and that was it.
So Nathan Raines gets tossed out of the game.
And we have absolutely no idea what was said, but clearly something was said on his way into the dugout. So now they'll be looking for a new left fielder.
So that was the first out of the inning on the strikeout to Raines. Still a runner at first in Taylor as Brody Walker is back at the plate, and the 0-1 will miss outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Walker singled his last time up, and then he ran into the double play to finish the 3rd inning. 1-1 count here to him. Sitting delivers. Misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Sitting delivers the 2-1. That's upstairs. And he's behind here 3-1. Walker's had some good plate appearances so far here today. Obviously 1 for 1. Now heading the count at 3-1 with a runner at first and 1 out. Trying to flip it back to the top for Corbin Burns. This is the Wildcats trying to get a quick answer here in the bottom of 5. 3-1. Called strike. Got that outside corner again, and it's back-to-back full counts for Sitting on the mound. So you mentioned that pitch count wasn't an issue. It still isn't, but it's starting to go up a little bit here in the 5th.
Well, clearly Tyler Thompson's not afraid to run it up to 120.
Right. And that one misses for ball 4. So another walk issued by Sitting. And that'll put base runners at first and second now for the Wildcats, and the top of the lineup due up with 1 out. It's the 3rd walk of the day issued by Sitting. Taylor to second, Walker to first, and Corbin Burns coming to the plate. Burns reached on a walk back in the first, grounded out to the left side of the infield. His second time up, sends this one out towards center field. Over to it is Ostrander in center. He makes the catch and quickly gets the throw in. Nobody able to advance. The runners will remain at first and second, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, it's a smart decision on the base paths with Titus Ostrander in center with a huge arm, and he uncorked it back into 3rd. But the right idea just needed to be a little bit higher and to a different part of the ballpark to advance the runner.
So 2 gone for Drew Goolsby, who is 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out into a double play to end the inning in the 3rd. He's got runners on first and second as they trail by 4. He had the big-time run yesterday in the bottom of the 6th to beat White County 6-5 in the semifinals. Sitting ready's on the mound out of the stretch. In the air to right. Out there is Pauly, and he's got it for the final out of the inning. So the Wildcats strand runners at first and second. Cumberland County still leads 4-0 through 5 in the District 7 3A title game. It's presented by Gentry's Power Equipment in the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting late in a hurry here in this District 7 3A baseball championship game as Caleb Hahn, Jake Christopher, Schaefer Sitton due up for Cumberland County, looking to add on. Corbin Burns back to work here in inning number 6. It was 1 in the first, 3 in the 5th, and that's all the scoring. Livingston's had opportunities, but haven't cashed in yet as they've left 5 runners on the base paths. Cumberland County's left 3 out there, but they lead 4-0. And, yeah, that is a warranted ejection. Sideline reporter Michael Lindsay figures out why the ejection happened, and now there's been changes in the outfield as Elijah Taylor moves over into left, and now Austin McFarland checks into the game, and he is in right for Livingston as the first pitch into Caleb Hahn misses up and in for ball 1.
You mentioned the Jets. They've been able to cash in on their opponent's mistakes so far this week. They do that in that last inning. 3 errors in the inning for Livingston Academy. 3 runs come across for the Wildcats, or for the Jets, who now lead 4-0 here into the 6th.
It's now a 2-0 count. As Burns delivers to Hahn, that one waved on and missed. He's had success against this part of the order. Both Hahn and Christopher combined 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts so far. And now it's 2-1 to Hahn. And that one gets away from Burns, up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And Burns was close to getting out of that inning in the 5th as well. He had 2 outs, had the runner at third, and 2 strikes, and then issues the walk, and the ball got away from Threets as well.
The 3-1 coming home. That one misses up and in, and Caleb Hahn works the walk. He'll head down to first. And a potential another insurance run goes on the base paths for the leadoff walk. Here comes Jake Christopher.
Caleb Hahn, a good AB there. And Christopher trying to move him around and see if there's a little bit of small ball here for the Jets here in the top of the 6th.
You got Christopher at the plate, mentioned 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Then Schaefer Sitton, who has a ton of speed behind him. Certainly an opportunity for a bunt or 2 if they wanted it. But up 4-0, they could swing. It will be a bunt attempt shown as Christopher comes up empty on that one, and it's 0-1.
Well, looks like you're going to have a pinch hitter in the hole as well, as Brady Shanks has a bat in his hand.
That would be in Tanner Pauly's spot. If they get there, obviously. Livingston would love to turn 2. Christopher shows bunt. He'll pull back as that one misses low and in.
It's a pretty good pullback there. That's close enough to where you've already got the bat there. It's tough to not try and put that one down.
Corbin Burns trying to hunker down here and keep the score right where it is. As Christopher turns to show bunt, the 1-1. This one's popped up. Burns under it, makes the catch, throws to first. Not in time to turn 2, but a big first out as the sacrifice bunt is unsuccessful.
Yeah, Hahn, a good job that time. Realized it was popped up and immediately got back to the bag. He was waiting on contact to decide if he was going or not, and so just able to get that first out of the inning. A nice play there by Burns off the mound.
See if that changes the calculus. Schaefer Sitton hit that single and then hopped over the head of the right fielder and ended up at third. He scored a couple of batters later to start the scoring in the 5th. He'll wave and miss and a first pitch fastball.
I mentioned Shanks. He's actually in the spot of Asher Mifflin because Tanner Pauly is in the on-deck circle.
Here comes the 0-1. Didn't quite fall off the table for Burns. Winner of this is going to get the winner of DeKalb County and Watertown on Friday at Macon County, because Macon County won the district tournament on the other side, as that is a great pitch. Inside for strike 2. The loser will get those Macon County Tigers in what will be a fun game no matter what it is on Friday night in Lafayette. Runner goes. Good jump. Pitch is called strike 3, sliding in safely as this one tips into the outfield. It'll be a stolen base for Caleb Hahn, but a Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Corbin Burns. He goes into double digits, his 10th punch out of the afternoon.
Yeah, and Hahn was kind of walking towards the bag at second before finally taking off when Burns released it. Ends up being the second out of the inning on the strikeout, so you feel okay with it. And Shanks will get an AB here in the spot of Pauly. So I had no clue who was coming up. It is Shanks at the plate, though, for Tanner Pauly.
Brady Shanks climbs in. This pitch gets away, and it takes a big hop off the backstop. No chance for a throw from Threet. And Hahn is a little bit hobbled over there at third. He may just be out of breath. One of the two is kind of leaning either way. He's now 90 feet away. And it's a 1-0 count here to Brady Shanks as they go a little righty-lefty matchup. He'll wave and miss on that chest-high fastball.
And talking about those Macon County Tigers, they're 23-11-1 so far this year.
Macon County always very competitive on the diamond. Here comes the 1-1. This one rolled over by Shanks towards second, and it takes a very awkward hop. Gets into right, the run scores. It's 5-0 Cumberland County. That is a tough break over at second. I'm going to give the RBI single for Brady Shanks, and I'll tell you why, because that one, as it went off that transition from grass to dirt, it went right over the head of Brody Walker. I'm not sure what Brody Walker can do there.
Yeah, he's in the perfect position right there to field that ground ball. He can't charge onto it anymore. If he does, he's not going to be able to make the play. He's got to wait for it to come to him in that spot, and it just takes a wild hop out to right field.
The end result is a 5-0 lead, and another pinch hitter for Tyler Thompson is it'll be Boone Buckner, who is a large human being. If you have not seen Boone Buckner, he is tall,
huge,
and he will climb in here, taking the bat in the 9-hole with a runner at first, and now another run across as Cumberland County's trying to make some history today and win a district championship as that one's waved at and missed. We're going back through the history books with Goose.
We're pretty sure for the first time ever.
Here comes the 0-1. That one is in there 0-2. We're always hesitant, especially with sports that aren't football or basketball, where it's kind of tough to get some of the history because somebody will say, no, we won it in 1972 or whatever. And so still, it would be a huge win if Cumberland County can get it done, as it's downstairs 1-1 here to Boone Buckner. He's got to have one of the larger strike zones in the Upper Cumberland.
You can definitely miss low to him, and he did there.
Lead over at first for Shanks. Here comes the 1-1. This one is slapped foul. 1-2. Burns trying to get it back to the dugout. Now Livingston's going to have a big inning if they want a chance at a comeback. It will be heart of the order. 3-4-5 coming up in the bottom half.
Get 2 more sets of ABs.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It is the 11th Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout of the day for Corbin Burns, but one run comes across for Cumberland County. They lead 5-0. Coverage presented by Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance and Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Reputation is built on results. At Upper Cumberland Commercial, our client's success is our greatest portfolio. Whether you're selling for a premium or leasing to the perfect tenant, we make the market work for you. And we stay long after the deal is done, providing the expert management your investment deserves. Upper Cumberland Commercial. Process, precision, performance. Give us a call today at 931-284-9098. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Cumberland County is getting another strong outing on the mound. It's Schaefer Sitton back out in inning number 6. It is 5 innings of shutout baseball for Sitton. Brody 3, Ethan Westmoreland, Sawyer McBride due up 3-4-5 as Livingston looks for a rally here in the final 2 frames.
Now they got to get the bats going, and this is who you want at the plate to try to cut into the lead. 5-0, not an insurmountable deficit, but you feel like in this inning you got to at least get 2, maybe 3 runs across.
First pitch fastball is across for strike 1-3. So far today he has walked and been hit by a pitch. The 0-1 trying to get back to that spot. This time misses low and outside. Heart of the order's been aboard a few times. No significant damage for them today as there's a big swing. Foul tipped into the mitten. It's 1-2. Westmoreland behind has reached once. McBride has reached once. Just haven't applied a ton of pressure to Schaefer Sitton as the breaking ball doesn't quite clip the corner, and it's 2-2. Sitton says no a couple of times. He knows what he wants to throw. Here's the 2-2. It was the heater. He misses, and we run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Brody 3 just trying to become a base runner here. Down 5-0.
That's what he's done today, drawn a walk and hit by a pitch.
Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. That one misses upstairs, ball 4, and Brody Threet reaches 3 times as he'll walk for the second time today. Ethan Westmoreland will climb in with a runner at first and nobody out.
That's what the Wildcats are trying to do, just get base runners aboard, and looks like they are going to bring a runner on this time for Threet.
So they'll get the courtesy runner on for the catcher Threet, and we'll see.
I think it's going to be Rocco Carwile.
Think that it is, and it is Rocco Carwile who puts on the helmet. So Carwile will run for Threet. Ethan Westmoreland has reached on a fielder's choice and struck out today. Down 5-0, trying to start a parade around the base pass for Livingston. First pitch swinging, and it is a base hit into right for Westmoreland, and it will get behind the right fielder on an error. Carwile getting sent around by Coach Loftus. Here comes the relay, throw home, no tag, everybody's safe, and Livingston is on the board. A single and an error, and now it's a little bit of Livingston giving back some of their own medicine to the Jets with a mistake in the field.
And the relay was actually pretty good in. Christopher had a nice throw home, and Gloop just decided not to try to apply the tag. It was going to be close, but I think they had a chance to maybe get Carwile at the plate. He doesn't apply the tag, and easily into second base goes Westmoreland.
And for the first time, Livingston has a little bit of mojo in their dugout. Here's Sawyer McBride. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Runner at second and a run across. It's now a 4-run game. Schaefer sitting, trying to hunker down. First pitch swinging for McBride as he'll foul this one out.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a visit to the mound just to kind of settle the nerves and reiterate, you do have a 4-run cushion here. You're okay.
Westmoreland made no mistake on the first pitch he saw. He ripped it out into right, and it just hopped over the glove in right field. Didn't get in front of it and backfired. This one hit up the middle, ranging over from second. Throw to first is a good adjustment made over at first by Jake Christopher, and it's a good thing they have one of the tallest kids on the team on that bag as there's out number 1.
Yeah, they go from Isaiah Shelton to Jake Christopher over there at first base, and here is going to be that visit to the mound. And again, kind of just reiterating, that run over there at third really doesn't matter. With a 4-run cushion, it's okay if it comes across. You don't want it to, but you get that first out, settle the nerves, and try to focus on the batter here.
It'll be Ben Threet after the mound visit. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout today. As Schaefer sitting tries to settle back in here. It was a walk single, but an error in right field turned what would have been a single with runners at first and second into a run across and a runner at second. McBride with the ground out. Now it's Ben Threet's turn to climb in as they head to the lower half of the Livingston order. And the other thing is here, Livingston was not guaranteed to have their biggest bats have another AB. They're still not, but much closer to getting an opportunity for that to happen at some point if this continues.
I mentioned that they have to at least get 2, probably 3 runs across just to feel better about going into a 7th, because Cumberland County could absolutely tack on an insurance run or 2.
Schaefer sitting, sends that one and misses just a hair outside 1-0. And to that point, Cumberland County's been so good in 7th innings in this tournament so far. Here comes the 1-0. This one's chopped over, going to be a tough play. Third baseman to it. He will come home. Now we have a rundown. Gloop trying to chase him down back to third. There's the throw. Another chase. Throw to Sitton. He applies the tag in time. And that is a humongous second out as they will get Westmoreland in between home and third. And now, for some reason, creeping off the bag is Threet at second. He now retreats. So on the fielder's choice, Threet goes into scoring position, but Cumberland County will gladly take that trade-off as they execute the rundown to perfection.
That was a great job by Rylan Burnett. He wants to look the runner back first. He does, realizes he's trying to score, and just makes it easy. Throws it home, and you get in the rundown, executed perfectly. Everybody where they're supposed to be, and able to get the out, and they will have a runner on here for Threet as well.
We'll get a runner on. It's Eli Carwile who's going to come on and run for Threet. So Carwile is at second. Elijah Taylor, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out today. Cumberland County continues to be ready to go in the field despite the error earlier on. They get that run down to get the lead runner and keep it at 5-1.
There's a couple of guys warming up for Livingston Academy in the pen.
First pitch swinging. This is a foul ball, about a foot in the foul territory. Picking it on the backhand was Burnett. Who, by the way, made a great decision on that last play as well to come home with that. Had time, and there are a couple of arms up, as you mentioned, in that Livingston bullpen.
Sawyer McBride is 1. and maybe Brody Threet, actually.
Sitting with the 0-1 coming home. This one rolled over, more work for Burnett. He fields cleanly, throws across. This one is low, and it will get away. An error as they'll take the turn at third. Everybody's safe. Second error of the inning for Cumberland County in the field. Puts runners at the corners. And now it's Austin McFarland. Remember, Nathan Raines got thrown out of the game as he said something to the home plate umpire that warranted an ejection. From what we heard, it warranted the ejection, and now McFarland will climb in with runners at the corners in a huge spot here, down by 4 with 2 outs in the 6th.
And not an awful throw there from Burnett, just a little bit low. Christopher can't pick it, but it is an error.
First pitch swinging for McFarland, and he'll foul tip that one back.
How about the opportunity here for McFarland? Didn't think his name was going to get called. He gets thrust in there, out into the outfield, and now a chance in a big spot here to try to get another run or two across.
0-1 breaking ball. This one is well struck into left field, angling foul. And it rolled to the wall. It went foul by maybe 4 or 5 feet as it just tailed that way the whole time, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front. So close to getting one, and I mentioned possibly 2 across.
It was a nice swing for McFarland. He was out in front.
They're going to set up outside here. Probably a smart decision.
And now we'll chop this one foul, and we'll do it again.
You missed inside.
For Sitton, with how this inning started, if you could strain them at the corners, that would be a huge deal with 1 frame to go. Long look in the 0-2. That one, he was trying to go out and misses.
Trying to get a chase here. Trying to get a swing and a miss. Obviously, McFarland has shown that he wants to be aggressive. He wants to make his impact on this game. You don't want to miss on that inside half.
Sitting again. He says no to several pitches. Here's the 1-2. This one rolled over towards third. Burnett fields it on the backhand. Long throw, and that time he bounces back brilliantly. Cumberland County's an inning away from a district championship. At the end of 6, it's 5-1 Jets. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
A reputation is built on results. At Upper Cumberland Commercial, our client's success is our greatest portfolio. Whether you're selling for a premium or leasing to the perfect tenant, we make the market work for you. And we stay long after the deal is done, providing the expert management your investment deserves. Upper Cumberland Commercial. Process, precision, performance. Give us a call today at 931-284-9098. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Cumberland County Jets entered the postseason at 7-19. They were the 5 seed in the District 7 3A regular season. They enter this tournament in a play-in game on Tuesday against Stone Memorial. They had a pop fly in the infield in the top of the 7th inning, down a run.
With
Game
2 outs.
over, season over. It dropped. Not only did 1 run score, then their opponent looked up at the night sky, and another runner came home. And since then, they swept the team that won this tournament for 5 consecutive seasons, that had been to 3 state tournaments and won a championship in that time. Now they've turned around and on Saturday come on the road and lead 5-1 into the final inning. And they will face a new pitcher on the mound, as it is Brody Threet who takes the ball, and they will flip places in the battery as Drew Gouldsby goes behind the dish, and going out to shortstop is Ben Threet. Or
Corbin Burns.
Corbin Burns. There we go. Corbin Burns goes out to shortstop as there are the changes in the field. But now on the mound is Threet, tasked with getting 3 outs and keeping it where it is. He's going to face off against 1, 2, 3. Titus Ostrander to lead things off here for the Jets.
Threet's last time out on the mound was back on the 16th of April. He went 2 1/3 against Clay County. He allowed 3 hits as this one is drilled.
First pitch swinging by Ostrander. Hit hard, but an atom ball right at Westmoreland in center for out number 1.
And those 2 1/3, the 3 hits, 6 runs came across. 5 were earned. He walked 3 batters and struck out 6. 55 pitches, 31 strikes.
So Brody Threet throws 1 pitch. He gets it out here. Kellen Burnett climbing in this spot. Cumberland County would love an extra run or 2, but they have a 4-run cushion no matter what with 1 frame to go. First pitch is across for strike 1. So Drew Goolsby behind the dish now, catches the balls and strikes. The 0-1, that one misses inside. Burns, he was good enough today. 11 strikeouts. The errors so monumental in the field in this one.
4 unearned runs.
It's tough to win a championship with that stat line as that one misses and it's 2-1.
It'd be a tie game if not.
Brody Threet delivering home to Kellen Burnett. This one's rolled over, and it'll be work at short for Burns. Fields cleanly, throw in time for out number 2.
It's a good job by Burns. He's their normal shortstop. He goes back there here in this 7th inning, makes a nice play for the second out of the inning, and still not out of it yet. It's obviously the meat part of the lineup here for the Jets, and now Eli Gloop coming to the plate. Much rather face him with nobody on, though.
Eli Gloop has an RBI single back in the 5th. He's flown out, reached on an error today. Brody Threet would love to make quick work of the top of the order here and keep it intact at a 4-run game heading to the bottom half. That one bounces in, and it's 1-0. In the bottom half, it will be 9-1-2 due up for Livingston, needing at least 4 to extend the game. Here's the 1-0. Great pitch across, 1-1. Gentry's Power Equipment, it's your hometown steel and Exmark dealer here in the Upper Cumberland. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville. They are your one-stop shop for all your outdoor power equipment needs. Service department as well. Great folks that'll take care of you. They're presenting all of our postseason broadcasts this year as the 2-1. Just around the corner is the Spring Fling. And when we get there, all of our website coverage will be once again presented by our friends at Risher Roofing. We so appreciate them for that. That's just a couple of weeks away.
Nice.
Here's the 2-1. This one's hit hard right into the Livingston dugout. A little jump for cover as it's 2-2.
Seen that a couple of times last couple of nights.
Brody Threet facing off against a very loud Cumberland County dugout and a big bat in the form of Eli Gloop. Here's the 2-2. That one did not come out clean, and we run full.
Just doesn't look like he's throwing too free right now on the mound. He's trying to locate it, kind of trying to place it there at the plate. And you're seeing some misses because of it.
Threet. Big nod of the head. Yes, here comes the 3-2. This one is roped right back up the middle by Eli Gloop. And Cumberland County has a 2-out base runner. They've done some damage today with 2 outs. They'd love some more as Gloop heads down to first, and here comes Rylan Burnett.
Yeah, just the cement mixer across the middle of the plate, and Gloop is able to send it right back up the middle. So he becomes a 2-out base runner, and they've been good with the insurance and the runs in the 7th. We'll see if they're able to get another one across.
Rylan Burnett had a sacrifice bunt, then he doubled and struck out since then. First appearance against Brody Threet here, who's in his first inning of relief. Corbin Burns went 6 complete innings for Livingston. As this one bounces in front of the plate, and Gloop heads over into scoring position, now 2 bags away from making it a 5-run game again.
And you got to have a patient approach right now. Threet has been a little bit wild. You don't want to offer it anything that's not right where you want it.
Threet delivers the 1-0, and again, can't pinpoint it. It's 2-0.
The body language is not great either. He just looks frustrated, and it looks kind of out of sorts.
Just trying to find a way to get one out. He got a fly out and a ground out to start the outing, but now gotten a little bit wild. The 2-0, and that'll help as he pumps down the velocity a little bit. It's 2-1. Overthrown that breaking ball a few times. That time just kind of drifted it in. Threet the 2-1. Breaking ball again, this time waved at and missed by Burnett, and the count evens up at 2. Both teams into the Region 4 3A tournament. Their opponents to be determined. The path towards a potential sub-state berth in the balance. Here's the 2-2. This one just foul tipped. A good battle swing for Burnett. Not trying to hit that, just trying to keep it from being strike 3.
That was a good job, too. He had to sit back on it, wait a second. He was able to just get a piece.
Rylan Burnett awaiting the pitch from Brody 3. Runner at second with 2 outs. That one misses. Luke goes way off the bag and now jumps back towards second, and we run full for the second consecutive batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Gloop's a really good base runner at second base. He's knowing where those defenders are holding him on. Burns right behind him right now. Now he's going to get another lead.
The payoff. This one, strike 3. They'll have to make the throw down, and Goolsby does to beat him by a step. So the Livingston Regional Hospital strikeout for Brody Threet retires the side. Last chance for the Wildcats on the other side. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment and Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Schaefer Sitton has thrown 94 pitches through 6 innings. He's back out there trying to close out a complete game district championship victory today as his Cumberland County Jets lead Livingston Academy 5-1. The Jets, the 5 seed in this tournament. He's going to face off against Brody Walker, Corbin Burns, and Drew Goolsby in this half inning. 9-1-2 in the Hawkeye order.
Coach Thompson and the Jets trying to use 4 pitchers in 4 games. They got 5 they can go to. They still got 1 left, but it's still pretty darn impressive what they've been able to do so far this week.
It's been a very impressive run, and we said it Tuesday. Anybody could win this tournament, including the 4 and 5 seeds. Well, it's the 5 seed in the power position here as Livingston looks for a little magic in the 7th on their home field. As Walker, did that one clip his shoulder? It did. And that's the start Livingston's looking for. Just grazed him on the way past, and Brody Walker heads down to first. The lineup flips over for Corbin Burns.
That's all you're looking to do. Become a base runner here in the 7th. Down by 4 runs. You just got to get that next guy up to the plate.
Cumberland County absolutely could go to Burnett if they need to here. He's fully rested, ready to go. But Sitton's earned the right to try and finish this game off. Corbin Burns, he walked to open the game. He's grounded out and flown out since then. First pitch misses outside. Gloop tried to frame it up, couldn't get it there, and it's 1-0. We've seen Tyler Thompson. He is not afraid to use every one of those 120 pitches at his disposal, as that's number 98 that misses low for ball 2. Sitting out of the stretch. Comes home to Burns, and a good pitch across. It's 2-1.
And Livingston going to need some patient approaches here. Try to get a little bit deeper into this outing for Sitton. Make him work a little bit more, and still in the count here is Burns.
Walker was hit by a pitch. He leans off of first, and Sitton absolutely pulled the string on that one. Waved at and missed. It's 2-2.
Again, he moves it around on the zone. He does a really good job working away and then bringing it back inside.
Sitton with the 2-2. That one misses low. A good backhand grab by Eli Gloop. And we run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Huge pitch here. Plenty of runway for Cumberland County, but it could change in a hurry as now Burns calls timeout, especially with Goolsby and Threet coming up next. The 3-2. Close enough to swing and staying alive is Corbin Burns. Sitting over 100 pitches now. He's been really good. The payoff. This one sent high into the air in center. Ostrander has a beat on it. Only has to drift a couple of steps to make the catch, and Livingston down to their final 2 outs.
Nice, easy fly ball off the end of the bat. Ostrander, like you said, doesn't have to move a whole lot. And now you can just try to induce a ground ball to maybe finish out this ball game.
Drew Goolsby has not found the base paths today. He's popped out, flown out, and grounded into that very unconventional 5-3-5 double play. His 4th attempt against Schaefer Sitton. First pitch swinging. This one is foul down the third base line.
Just way out in front of it that time as well, on the inside corner off the end of the bat. And wind is still blowing out towards right field. And Goolsby's got the power, but if you try to hit it out to left, it's going to be a little bit tougher even with that short fence in left.
The 0-1. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams in action Friday at the Region 4 3A tournament in Lafayette, Macon County. Winners on the other side. We'll see who the opponents will be as Watertown faces DeKalb County. This one sent way up into the air in right field. That one drifting back, still back, and able to make the catch for out number 2 is Tanner Pauley, and Cumberland County is an out away from a district championship.
I mentioned that breeze. It just kept on blowing out there in right. Pauley able to make the catch, though. It is the second out of the inning, and Cumberland County trying to finish off a tremendous week of baseball. It's a team that was 1-4 in their last 5 games of the regular season, trying to go 4-0 here in the district tournament.
Brody Threet, the last chance for Livingston with a runner at first. Schaefer Sitton delivers home. That one misses inside, ball 1. 7-19 in the regular season.
That's
postseason is a totally new ball game. 1-0 misses up, and it's 2-0.
7 total wins.
And they're going to have 4 this week.
Yeah, they're going to have 4 this week if they're able to get this final out. Wow. Baseball.
3-8 Sitton. This one,
it's a foul ball.
I think it hit him in the box. It did.
Yeah.
And everyone kept
going. It's a heck
going.
of a play anyways.
It was, but
goodness.
Brody Threet will retreat back in a 2-1 count. Schaefer Sitton trying to become the 3rd Jet of the week to go complete game victory. The other was only maxed out on the pitch count. He went 6 2/3. That was Eli Gloop, who ended it with a strikeout. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2. Outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Jets are a strike away. Schaefer Sitton nods yes. Delivers home. This one sent up into the air, angling towards foul ground. Pauley gives it a run, but it'll drop. That ball kept going into the jet stream out there in right. But it's 2-2. We'll do it again.
It's 280 to the right field foul pole, and that went about 280.
Threet comes back. Brody Threet pitched the top half of this inning, got a 0 on the board. He's got a runner at first, but in a 4-run hole. Schaefer Sitton again. The 2-2. Breaking ball sent up into the air. Pauley gives it a run from right. Ostrander there as well. They collide, and this one will drop. Big trouble as Threet rounds 2, heading for 3. Runner coming home, no throw. A huge collision in right center field. Titus Ostrander is still down. Livingston scores, but all attention on Ostrander as Chad Crane, Livingston's athletic trainer, goes sprinting out of the dugout to try to make it towards the star center fielder. And that's where all attention goes. It is a run across for Livingston in a 5-2 ball game. But Ostrander, he's moving around out there, but in noticeable discomfort after him and Pauley ran into each other in a miscommunication.
Yeah, and that one was just kind of one of those in-betweeners out there in right and drifting towards right field. And Pauley kind of giving chase. Ostrander coming over from center field as well. It was going to be a really tough play for Ostrander to make. I think that's one where he has to peel off and let Pauley make that play.
For an RBI triple.
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, it never really hit the glove. He's back up, and he's all right, so that's good to see from Ostrander out in center field.
Yeah, great to see after that collision. It was an awkward-looking play, and sometimes bad things happen when you have a collision like that, but
and for the Jets,
Ostrander is back on his feet.
For the Jets, you're still okay. Yep. Obviously, there's a runner at third now, and the run comes across, but you still have a 3-run lead. You just got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle for as long as possible.
So great to see Titus Ostrander back on his feet. He is a fantastic baseball player. He's going to stay in the game. But now Ethan Westmoreland climbs in. The potential tying runs in the on-deck circle for Livingston Academy with a runner at third, and Schaefer Sitton tries to take a deep breath, just looking for one more out. First pitch to Westmoreland. He lays off as that one misses low, and it's 1-0. Westmoreland today has a single, a fielder's choice, and a strikeout.
I think he thought that was a strike as well.
Yeah, I think it did miss low, though. Westmoreland, he's a tall young man. Here comes the 1-0. This one is hit hard but foul.
Oh,
and somebody had a little matrix action out there and left with a hurdle.
That's pretty impressive.
As that one went by. That's going to hurt for a month, sir. Westmoreland climbs back in here in a 1-1 count. Sitton delivers. That one, a great block for Eli Gloop. Ultimately, you got to be very conservative at third if you're Brody Threet because you cannot get out on the base paths, but that was still a great block by Eli Gloop. The 2-1. One misses outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Livingston is not going quietly into the night here in this championship game. Sawyer McBride on deck as this one is chopped over towards short. Burnett is to it, throws to first. It's offline. Another error, another run, and Livingston is very much in this game. The E6, and it will get out of play. So not only that, but Ethan Westmoreland heads into scoring position.
Now it gets really interesting because Sawyer McBride comes to the plate as the tying run in the ball game, and Schaefer Sitton is at 116 pitches.
And he has made the pitches to win this game. Back-to-back plays in the field. One was not an error. That one was. It's 117 pitches for Schaefer Sitton. And here comes Tyler Thompson. And we said that that Livingston wanted to get into the bullpen. They have gotten into the bullpen. And it will be a new pitcher for the Jets, needing one out to win a district championship. But the tying run is at the plate. 2 across for the Wildcats. We'll have the new pitcher in 30 seconds on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It is a call to the bullpen for Cumberland County, and not a surprise who it is. It's the last standard pitcher that they've used frequently. Rylan Burnett takes the ball, and it's a very interesting situation. It was a 4-run lead. It's now a 2-run lead, 5-3. 2 across for the Wildcats. The E6 extends the game, and now Rylan Burnett's going to face off against the 5-hitter in the lineup, Sawyer McBride, who's 1 for 3. Last time we saw Rylan Burnett was a couple of weeks ago in that series against Stone Memorial.
Yeah, it was that second game, a 12-2 win for Stone Memorial on that Tuesday game, the 21st. He came on in relief of Titus Ostrander and only recorded 1 out. He gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 was earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout in his outing in relief. He only threw 12 pitches. That's the last time he's thrown, so it has been a long time since he has been on the mound, and he didn't throw very much even in that outing as well. So we'll see what he can do. He only needs 1 pitch to get out of this ball game. But it is the tying run at the plate in Sawyer McBride with 2 outs in the 7th.
Schaefer Sitton was great. He goes 6 2/3, but 117 pitches. He's 3 away from the maximum, and Tyler Thompson makes the move. It is a runner at second. That is Ethan Westmoreland. It was hit by pitch, fly out, triple, which could have been caught, wasn't caught. E6, and now here we are. And Sawyer McBride's trying to tie the game with 1 swing of the bat. Rylan Burnett's trying to end the tournament with 1 pitch. Get your popcorn ready for this one. Burnett is going to have to find the zone. McBride singled in the 4th inning. As Burnett delivers home. First pitch swing. This one hit over to third, and it eats him up. Spinning throw, not in time. It gets away at first. Everybody's safe. Runners at the corners again for Livingston Academy. And the potential game-winning run comes to the plate for Livingston.
Yeah, and Coach Loftus is going to take a beat here, and he's going to have a chat with Threet at the plate. Now runners on the corners and still 2 outs. The Jets still have the opportunity to get out of it. It was going to be a tough play no matter what for Hahn over at third base. I think you got to go with the error there over at third. And so another error in the field for the Jets. A lot of errors in this 7th inning so far as they're now up to 5 on the ball game.
Tying run at first. In a 5-3 game with 2 outs, Rylan Burnett still 1 pitch away. Here's Ben Threet. First pitch, great one. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. What a tournament in District 7 3A. Back-to-back errors extend the game for Livingston. Rylan Burnett ahead 0-1 of Ben Threet. He delivers. Great block by Eli Gloop, and it's 1-1.
Oh, that's huge. If that gets away, the tying run goes into scoring position.
Yeah, that run at first much more important than the run at third in this game. Burnett out of the stretch. A glance in the 1-1. Again low and again blocked by Gloop. 2-1.
In that outing that Burnett had a couple of weeks ago, he threw 12 pitches, only 5 were strikes. That's the last time he threw. That was back on the 21st of April. It's been a long time.
Elijah Taylor on deck and would love an opportunity to swing the bat one more time. Here's the 2-1. 3 straight in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike, and Cumberland County has absolutely nowhere to go behind Rylan Burnett. I mean, they've got some guys who they can go to, but it is not standard guys that they've thrown a lot this season.
And Elijah Taylor in the on-deck circle has been swinging a pretty good bat.
Runners at the corners. A hitter's count 3-1 to Ben Threet, who's looking for 1 spot. Burnett delivers another one in the dirt. Bases loaded. Tying run in scoring position. Winning run on the base paths. I really hope your popcorn's done because you need it right now. Here comes Elijah Taylor, and it looks like we're going to get a runner on. And it'll likely be Rocco Carwile again for Ben Threet.
Yeah, that's now the winning run over at first, but the important one stands at second base. That would extend this game. It would end it over at first. And again, for the Jets, you just need 1 pitch to get an out in this game. We'll see what they can do against Elijah Taylor.
It's going to be going to second for Sawyer McBride. Sense. Rocco Carwile going to go there. So E5 and a walk for Rylan Burnett so far. And here is Elijah Taylor, 1 for 3 with a single. He reached on an error, and he grounded out. Burnett still just looking for 1 out. It was a 4-run game at the beginning of this half inning. First pitch swinging for Taylor. Hit over to third. He'll take the short route to third, and that will do it. The Cumberland County Jets are the District 7 3A tournament champions. They come to Livingston and knock off the Wildcats 5-3.
What a big win for the Cumberland County Jets, and for what we believe the first time ever winning the district tournament. They will be the 1 seed heading to the region tournament. A team that won 7 games in the regular season goes 4-0 in the district tournament, winning a play-in game in dramatic fashion, beating the Upperman Bees, who had won 5 straight district titles in a sweep, and then beating Livingston Academy here in the championship on their home turf. The number 5 seed runs the table and gets the job done. We mentioned it. They only had 5 pitchers. They used all 5, and they needed all 5 to get the job done today. A big win for the Cumberland County Jets, and a great job by Coach Thompson, now in his 2nd season here with the Jets, back at the helm for them, and has a district championship now under his belt.
From the 5 to the 1, Cumberland County enters this tournament as the 5 seed. They enter the Region 4 3A tournament as the 1 seed at a District 7 3A. Give Livingston a ton of credit. They battled back late. They scored 3 runs in the final 2 innings, but it's Cumberland County 5-3 winners, and they win the District 7 3A title. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jacob, who are you going with today?
I like Eli Gloop in this spot. 2 for 4 today at the plate. He drove in a run. He also was great defensively. Really big there in that 7th inning. Picked off a runner at first base as well. He's been great all week long. He was great today, and a big reason why these Cumberland County Jets are district champs in 7-3A.
Eli Gloop is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as Cumberland County will face off against the winner of Watertown DeKalb County on Friday night in Lafayette in the Region 4 3A opener. Livingston Academy is going to face off against Macon County. What a game that'll be on Friday night. We'll be in Lafayette for the action. And if you own a business and want to advertise on those broadcasts, we could use your sponsorship. Please send us a message to our Facebook page, and you can be on those games, Friday and Saturday. Those two teams already played each other this year, and it was a really good series between Livingston and Macon County. We'll be there for Cumberland County as games as well. So send us a message if you want to sponsor those broadcasts. Next up for us, coming up, May 4th, Monday, Crump Paris Park at 5:30 as the Gordonsville Tigerettes try to begin their march back to Murfreesboro. We have who won that Trousdale County Joe Burns game is the question. If not, either way, they'll face either Trousdale County or Joe Burns at 5:30 back on these same platforms. And then with a Gordonsville win, they will play again on Tuesday. We'll be there for the District 8 Single A tournament from Crump Paris Park. That'll do it for us tonight as the Cumberland County Jets win the District 7 3A baseball tournament. Final score, Cumberland County 5, Livingston 3. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for coverage from this game. Goose is here still getting content. He's over there in the huddle with the Jets right now. Coverage coming to our website and social media platforms later on today. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent. To my left, Cameron Hughes on camera. And everybody at UCR, we say so long from Livingston.